Hello, everyone. I am Maya. I am sensuality and love coach, and I am doing 14 days of live here on YouTube to share more about a voice and importance of women speaking up and uncovering their desires. I am certified Cal Party facilitator. I am certified in positive psychology and positive psychology coaching. I am certified Tantra practitioner. I have been in a personal growth and development world since I was 20. And I've been studying since there and educating myself on all the aspects of conscious relating. And I've been a coach, a facilitator since 2019. And recently, I am celebrating 1 year of my group for women called Voice. It is place like no other. And today, I want to talk about what inspired me to create a community for women centered around communication. Because if anyone would tell me that I will create a space for women around communication, I would laugh in their face. I was always fascinated to understand the psychology behind how we relate. I was always curious to understand the relationship dynamics. I was definitely fascinated by sensual embodiment and us as women coming back into our bodies and reconnecting with pleasure. So, all those are topics that I would imagine myself creating a space for women. I would not expect myself one day to have a space for communication, and yet it happened. And today, I want to talk about importance of women to speaking up and why it is a big deal and why it is something that you actually need to put your attention and your curiosity on to explore. So, I really like to think of modern feminism through the lenses of do we actually using and exercising our rights as women? Because it's never enough to have rights on paper, right? It really matters only when we coming in and stepping in to take them, to exercise them, to implement them, to embody them. And what I'm seeing and what I've been seeing for years, and I encountered it myself, is that as women, we still waiting for permission. We still waiting that somebody will come in and tell us that we're great, that give us a validation, or that somebody will come in and offer us the love that we desire. Right, like this idea of meeting this perfect person who would make you feel great as a woman. Like even hearing this, like that literally makes no sense. Uh, we as women also have a lot of conditioning around people pleasing and shrinking and being nice and sacrificing ourselves. Right? Like one of the most cliche ideas of the femininity is you sacrificing yourself for our others and doing it with a very pleasant demeanor. And that's definitely not supporting the rights as we have for women to have all the opportunity for us to express our true authentic nature, our creativity, and take up space. And I really, 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 really want you to feel into that. Are you, as a woman, today taking up your space? What does it mean to take up your space? Well, first and foremost, it means feeling relaxed in your body? Not like this, but like this, right? Are you feeling relaxed in your body? Do you prioritize your well being? Do you actually know what makes you feel good? Do you practice any sorts of self care, which is not a mani pedi? Do you know what makes you most alive? It makes you feel the buzzing sensations in your body. Do you feel powerful? Do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel fully expressed? Do you have space to create in your life? Or you have just a long list of obligations and expectations and agreements that you need to fulfill for others. And you play in a very particular role. And in that role, there is not enough room and not enough space for you. Do you have space for yourself in your life? And that's why I created Voice, because I reflected on my life. I've been teaching feminine embodiment for 5 years. And I realized that feeling your body and grounding yourself in your body is incredible. But something is still missing is the I want to say the epidemic of women not knowing what they want. Women having just a very general desires. I want to be loved. I want to be happy. I want to be taken care of. Um, but that's very vague, and different people will assign different meaning to it. And I realized that we as women, we don't have spaces to just come in, sit down, close your eyes, and connect with yourself and ask yourself all those questions and find your own answers. So, voice is not a program. I'm not telling you who you are, how you need to behave, and how you need to live your life. Voice is a portal, it's a magical space that helps you to meet yourself, to find yourself, to reconnect with yourself, to reinvent yourself and answer all those questions. Because here's the thing, you cannot ask for what you want if you don't know what you want. You can't really ask for what you want when you feel uncomfortable taking up space and asking for those things. Like, have you ever experienced that you were finally finding courage to ask for something and you're doing this with this body language and almost apologizing for what you asking, and then actually nobody pays attention or nobody's right actually committing to fulfilling that? That's because you're not embodying, you don't have permission for your own desire, for your own ask. And that all of this is extremely important for you as a woman to come in and claim for yourself, because nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody. Your kids are not going to do it for you. Your partner is not going to do it for you. Your family, your parents, your friends, nobody's going to do it for you. Right? It's coming from really truly from within. What is it that I'm available for? What are my boundaries? What are my desires? What are my needs? And am I, first and foremost, okay having my needs to be respected and fulfilled? Or I have a pattern where everybody walks over me and I'm insignificant, and I'm continuing living like that in a world, repeating the same dynamics and having the same heartbreaking outcome. And I also, in my relationships, I realized and I noticed how easy to right? Like merge with your partner. And when you in a long-term relationships, that's kind of like part of the process in a way, because it happens unconsciously, our feminine nature, to nurture, to take care, to give, to love, to support. And that, like, a little bit every day, and then one day you wake up and you like, where am I in all of this? Where am I in all the taking care of other people? Like, what is my place? And then an interesting journey. How will I rebalance this? How can I reclaim this space? How then I can renegotiate the dynamics that I have in my relationship with love, with tenderness, with respect. If you're a woman who has a tendency to lose yourself in love and sacrifice yourself for love and do everything for your partner, eventually you're going to get to the point, to a critical point, where you would realize that you can't breathe, right? Like you don't have even space to take a breath. And that would be that moment to realize, wow, how can I take care of myself? Because it's not about, right, like cutting off the person, leaving them, never talking to them, accusing them of being a narcissist. It's not a solution. Solution is to develop maturity, right, and emotional and embodied intelligence, where we're noticing the signs of, oh, I'm shrinking. What is it that I need to come back into my body, to center myself, to recalibrate, and then state my needs, desires, and boundaries? So, this is what we're doing in voice. It is, I truly call it a portal that has its own intelligence. There is incredible results that women achieving in this space simply because they dedicate 90 minutes to connect to themselves every 2 weeks. You can check and see more details about voice below. It's open to join any time, and it is something that you will not find anywhere. It truly honors your femininity, honors your individuality, and gives you space and permission to be witnessed, and to come to our power collectively as women, witnessing and supporting each other on the path. And I am creating movement. I would say that voice is a movement of women becoming and women reclaiming their authentic radiance on their own terms. And this mission is deeply, deeply close to my heart, because we as women, we create beauty in the world and we are visionary. We getting those downloads and we envision things that are not existent, things that are not yet birthed into reality, but we channel them. And then through this vision, we are creating this reality and we engaging the masculine to support it with the structure and with their organizing, um, this sharp, linear, go-getter energy and mentality. So it is important for each and every woman to realize her gifts and contribute into creating a different reality, because we can all agree the reality in which we are all living in today kind of sucks. So I hope you'll join me on this mission, and I will see you tomorrow.